everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Falcons going up against the Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed. And his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Shaquille Barrett coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things right out of the gate.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to boom in yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. Nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
4 down, 4 down. 319, 626. Rally, on left, rally. Switch. Run right. Sponge. Jump out. Watch safety three,
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll be a Green Bay 1st down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that 1st down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught at the 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Coleman now. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, partner, that was a...
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first two series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey. We need you. Reset. Hey, easy. Jump out. Shift. Take 30.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workout. Now,
this is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's caught. Jones. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And they got 29 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much... Much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Fresh set of downs here. Now Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw again is Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On third down, Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting... Set to go again. They recovered a fumble on their side of the field last time. Led to a field goal. We'll see if they can force another turnover now.
And you got to love the way that they're playing. You go back to that last series, it's almost like baseball when a guy is hitting really well. See ball, hit ball, right?
Pretty simple.
In this case, they'll make it simple on defense. See ball, get ball. And that's exactly what they did.
Going back to the archaic time.
Yes, sir. Make it simple. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. 3rd down now following the run. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Murray's kick is up and good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
It's caught. Jones. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. This is taken at the 18. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Return team.
We got 6 all day. Touchdown. Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose. Right. Hey, switch gears. No. Hurry up. Slam. Hey, check 26. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
So they complete the pass and now they face a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Ryan. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth, and he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and
This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 77 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out? And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers Packers add 6 to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but now their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack. And
there he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver, 76 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Hopping over the top. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Oh, good hurdle. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Clay Matthews not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 3.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Going right side here, and that's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches do.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd down following the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.